guys, welcome. Today we are to day 3 of our Snowflake Week, which we're going to do some paper folding for our snowflakes today. Now, all you'll need are some squares for this one, but you'll need 6 of them. So if you've got some, like I previously do from yesterday, because of the strips we were cutting, I have some squares right here. Otherwise, if you're just using A4 paper, just do a triangle, cut that endy bit off, and you've got your square, so it's easy enough. Once we've done that, we need to fold them over like this. And I believe, yes, we have to do it one more time. I am looking at a tutorial while I do this, because the idea of what I'm doing at the moment is that we're using Pinterest tutorials to do these. And this one can be found. Copy. Oh. I can't copy it into thingy. Hang on a second. Let me just write it. rent.com/blog/how-to. They do make it rather fun, I have to admit. 3D Snowflake /doop equals 1. That's the link. Okay, so for what, if you want to do this one that we're doing now, the link is right there in chat. All right, so what we do now is, I'm just going to make sure that I get this in the right direction. We're going to, and I have a ruler, a new one, and it's blue, and it's really, really cool. Right, okay. We're going to make this so that it's cut into 4. So I want to make this as even as possible. So I'm going to go down the halfway first, and then it's about the width of the ruler, actually. So we're going to go down this one, and then we're going to do it about here as well. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cut these up the lines with our scissors. We're not going to use, I'm hoping not to use the knife today. Don't really want to. It's a bit scary at times, but we want to cut those up our pencil lines as evenly as we can. Now, you could use any colour paper for doing these or whatever, so you know, it's up to you at the end of the day what you want to do, how you want to do it. But then we're going to unfold that. How exciting. Right, okay, so then we've got our cut or whatever thing. Now we're going to get a little bit sticky tape. We're not going to get a lot, we're going to get little bits. Alright, so I'm going to get our little bits of sticky, and you're going to get your middle bits and flip them over like that, and stick stick it down. I think that bit of sticky is actually too big. Let's cut that in half. That will probably be better, and I'll have that piece through again then. Right, so we're going to stick that over there. Stick this here. Come that way. Okay, so then we've got a little tubey thing. And then we're going to flip this over. What we're going to do is we're going to get the next one and do the same thing. So, I'm going to do it this way. Get our little piece of sticky that we kept from the other bit. And stick that down there like that. And then we got to flip it over the other way. We're going to need a couple more bits of sticky, so I'm going to get a couple more of them cut, ready to go, so we don't have to worry too much about all of the stuff. Okay. I'm going to pull this one up, pop that over that way, and do this. Okay, so that's stuck down. And then we're going to do it again. Okay, but we're going to flip it over and do it this way. Okay, this is actually quite fun and quite simple, this one. Some of the ones we've been doing a little bit more fiddlies, but this one's quite quick. And then we've ended up with a nice little petal like that. Now, the thing is, we need 5 more, okay, so that we've got our full snowflake. So that's one little bit done. So we're going to do this. I'm going to draw them out and cut them out so that we've got them all ready to go. Okay, so we're going to fold that over this way and then that way. So that one's there ready to get lined up. 1, 2, oops, don't want 2 off center. That's 2. 3. 4. 4 and 5. And those ones are spares in case we cock something up, because let's be fair, it happens, and it happens a lot. Okay, so, you know, we're just going to... Now, you want to make sure that you've got it this way. So you've got your bent bit there, because that's what we're cutting up to. And we're going to draw our lines down there. So you've got your long side on the right-hand side of what you're working with, or if you're left-handed, your left-hand side. But as long as your folded edge is upright, okay, that's the most important bit. Now, let's get this in the middle again. one. Like I said, we're going to get this done as simply as possible and try and get it all doing the same bit at the same time, so it just makes life a little bit easier. Two. Whoops. Just make sure that you've got your paper on the right way round. Three. And ta-da. It's 4. Whoops, wrong way. Right, there we go. And 5. Right, so now all we have to do is snip them. One. Two. 3. 4. And 5. Right. So if we get some of our sticky and we get ourselves a little bit organised here. Okay. So we're going to cut off a few little bits of sticky tape so that we've got them ready to go. It's going to make life a little bit easier for us. Just stick them on the edge of the desk where they're easily grabbed and won't get too mangled. Well, that's the theory anyway, so, you know, it won't be enough to do all of them right now, but it will be enough to do a couple maybe. So, okay, but it's a good start anyway. So like I said, you can do these with any colour paper you want. If you want to use metallics, you want to use glitter. If you want to paint the paper, paint it, colour it in, get the kids to draw something on it. I don't know, do whatever you like. You know, I prefer just having the white look at the moment because that's just the way it is. And I think there'll be enough things with colour on I think because we're making snowflakes, to me it just needs to be a snowflake. But yeah, you can get metallic papers, you can get glitter papers, you can get all that kind of good gunk. And if that's what you want to do, use them. But what I'm trying to do is use what we have, which is Xerox paper. So just plain old photocopy paper is just as good. And we've all got some of that sitting around in our printers, you know, if the kids haven't nicked it all for their drawing, because that happens quite a lot. Or if we haven't nicked it for our drawing, you know, that kind of thing. But these usually about 6 sheets that we can put our hands on at any time. And if you can't, then it's pretty cheap. You can pick up printer paper for a £5 or less. Normally, it depends on where you are. And then you've got 500 sheets to do as much as you want. You know, you can do these ones, you could do the other ones, you could do whatever you like with it, you know. So it makes for quite cheap or very, very affordable decorations at the end of the day, which you've made. So you've got that sense of accomplishment that comes along with it as well. So we're just folding over our little loopy bits, matching them up, and then just sticking them straight down. So there's that one, and there's this one. If you don't have sticky tape, I can't see why you couldn't do this with a stapler if you've got one, or even a glue stick. I wouldn't use PVA because you'll probably end up with quite a wet sort of thing, but there you go. There's another one all done, and it's really, really quick. I mean, considering some of the ones we've been making, this is quite a quick one to do. We have 2 other different ones that we're going to be doing, one of which I think may take some time, but we're going to do the best that we can. I'm going to straighten that out a little bit somewhat. Right, okay. Next one. So we grab our 2 middle corners like that and straight in like that. And there we go. And then flip it. And then we've got the next one. There are lots and lots of instructions for this on Pinterest. If you have a look on Pinterest, you can find any ones you want. I have in chat put the link to the one that I'm using. So, you know, you should be able to find it there definitely. Just put that one. There we go. And last flip to get the big ones on. And there we go. Right. Managed to get 2 out of that sticky tape. That's not bad, is it? Right, so that's our 3rd one. Okay. Now we're going to do this one. Okay. Just flatten that out on the edge of the desk a bit, because it does tend to make a little bit of difference. It has actually helped somewhat doing that. So first one, we work from the inside always to do that. And that one's done. We're going to flip. Pop that one on, and we're going to flip again. Pop this one on. Ooh, that sounds like a kettle going on. That could be quite exciting.
Why?
Hey?
Why?
I'm just saying it could be quite exciting.
Why?
Can I please have a brew?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Kettles in the kitchen.
Thanks, hon.
I think all right.
That's so sweet of
I
you.
thought you should know that by now. What a kettle is.
Yeah. Alright. Okay. And this is the last one on this one. So this, like I said, this one's quite a quick one. It's pretty simple. And hey,
Could be used to that, Andy.
what? Handling things that are pretty simple. Yeah.
Let's talk about a quick one.
Yes. God, Danny. Behave yourself. You're going to get me banned. Right.
What?
Nothing.
What, having a quick cup of tea?
Yeah, quick cup of tea. That's what we were talking about. Yep. Quick cup of tea. Uh-huh. Yep. Right, here we go. Now, around here somewhere is the endy tab of the sticky tape, and I just want to pop that on there for now so I don't lose me end, because that would be not fun. Well, if you will keep giving your end away. Right. Let's put that on there. 2, 3, and 4. Hey? What's not working? Hey? The hints?
Loots.
Oh, the loots. No, the loots isn't working. There is a reason for that. I have found that I need to put the overlay code in to Streamlabs, so I will sort that out this afternoon after streaming. I have almost worked out how to do Streamlabs chatbot, so hopefully things will start happening in the chat. We'll have kind of shout outs and things, you know, stuff in it. Right. Okay, so we're just going to open up this one. I should probably do that now, actually. Let's do that. There we go. All right. And then use the corner of our desk just to straighten that little edge out so it just doesn't bend all over the place in the wrong directions. A bit like you do when you first get out of bed. Eh?
I never do that.
What, bend in all the wrong directions?
Yep.
Could have fooled me with all the noises you make. Right. Wait. Flip it.
That's you.
No.
It is.
No. Do you know what you mean?
When I make living room, you're expecting.
Ah, right, okay. I'm going to flip that way. Do the next one. And then flip this way. And do this one. Right. There we go. So that's 4, 5 of those done, and now we're on to the last ones. What do you have for breakfast? Rubber balls and liquor. What did you have for lunch? Rubber balls and liquor. What do you have for dinner? Having your sister comes home.
It's supposed to be a tongue twister. You're supposed to say it fast.
That's not a tongue twister. That's just dirty.
That's a
You
tongue
are
twister.
very naughty.
That's a tongue twister.
I'm sure it is a tongue twister, but you know what? I ain't reading out the whole of that. That is very, very naughty, Mr. Tanny.
That's not.
It is very naughty indeed. Don't make me come over there. I will. Right.
Please. That's not allowed.
This over here. That way. Like that. And then that way. Like this. And we're going to go that way. Yes. So we've got to that part. And now what we need to do is we're going to get them all together because we're going to stick them all. We're going to stick them. If the Tanny doesn't watch out, he's going to have them stuck somewhere he's not going to like. All right.
Is that a promise?
Yeah.
Crack on.
Right. Okay. Right. So we have to connect the edges one by one. Right. Which can be done apparently with either a stapler or sticky tape. Now, since we've started with sticky, I'm going to complete with sticky rather than using staple gun. But you have to do these one by one apparently, so we're just going to be really careful here. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to stick that on there like that, and we'll go around that bit. Okay, so that's kind of attached there. Then we're going to get our third one. You want to get these as close to as the same way round as possible. That would be really cool. Ooh, I'm getting into Max middle. Right. Right. Okay. I got that, and instead of going the other way around like we did with the other one, we're going to go this way so it gives it a little bit more stability in the middle. So that's 3. It's quite exciting. Oh, very excited. Right. Next one. Go around this way. Ooh. Ooh, okay. So how did she do it? Right. Oh, she did 3 and then 3. That could work, and then we put in, yep, that works. Okay, so we've done our 3, and what we're going to do is we're going to do the other 3, and then we're going to attach them in the middle. Right, so, okay. So that should help, right. So we're going to pop this so that we've got a decent amount of sticky on one side, and then flip it around there. So it goes up there, there we go. So we're nicely stuck. Nicely stuck. Oop, I think that bit was a bit long. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And we're going to do it this way. So, on there, the opposite direction, so that we're all nicely stuck down. Yeah, I'm going to cut that bit off. That is a bit long. All right. Right. And then the last one. Let go. Good grief. I mean, honestly. Seriously? What have we got? That way, that way, that way. We're going to go that way. So it's identical. Doc! How are you doing? It's so good to see you. Hope you've had a really good day so far. I've just lost the end of the sticky. I'm an umpty. Right. You're doing great. Yeah, I'm doing good too. Yep. I'm doing good. Right. You're at the hospital and doodling to make time go. Yeah, I can understand doing that. I tend to take my sewing with me when I go to the hospital because it just takes forever. Always takes forever. Right. So now we've got our 2 sections of our 3. We're going to attach them in the middle like that. We're almost there. I'm so excited. I'm really excited. What's the matter with you? Right. So now we're going to have to get ourselves in here a bit. So what are you doing wrecking the joint over there?
My side.
Your side?
Yeah.
You can wreck the joint over there, can you?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, so we're just getting this to stick around so we're all nicely stuck. And this snowflake is done. So that's actually quite a quick one. That only took us, what, about half an hour to pop that one together. It's probably, there we go. Whoops. Yeah, that's going to have to be, I think, stuck in the middles as well. I think we're going to have to do that because otherwise that's not going to sit right, is it? I mean, that's great as it is, but it's not going to hang right. So if we stick those, I might just staple those actually. Stick those, staple those in the middle so we don't have a lot of sticky stuff around the place. Too much. Oh, it's very cool. Okay. It's all right, love. I speak fluent typo. It's all good. All right. All right. Right. There we go. I'm going to get this one. So what I'm doing is I'm actually stapling it in the crossovers of the loops so that they match up. So where we've stuck them already, that's where I'm actually stapling them to each other, the matching one on each side. So let's get that to stapling in. So yeah. Okay. Almost there. Last one. Get in there. Good God. Right. There we go. And that should do it. There we go. How awesome's that? Half an hour and we've got ourselves quite a special little snowflake actually. I kind of like, I really do like that one actually. That's actually made my day. So yeah, I love that. I really, really do. What do you reckon, hun?
It's nice, but yeah, one thing.
What?
How can you fold it up for next year?
Well, I can't fold this one up for next year.
So how are you going to start?
Well, you're going to store it in tissue paper and look after it and put it on the top rather than put it underneath everything. Or we could put it in lots of beans. But yeah, that's a very, very quick one. That was 6 pieces of A4 cut into squares. Yeah, and just simply just done. And that's really cool.
Are you going to colour in though?
No, I'm not going to colour it in.
What?
Why would I colour it in? It's a snowflake, you twonk.
Well, what happens if you peel a snowflake? Changes colour.
If you pick... It's not a yellow snowflake, love.
Could be.
It's not a yellow snowflake.
Could be.
It's not.
Could be.
It's not. It's not a yellow snowflake. Okay, so further up in chat is the
See, even Duck agrees, mate. It could be. See?
Well, it could be, but
Yeah,
it's
see,
not
that's
going.
what I'm saying. You
But
can
see,
paint
you
it.
know, I mean, you can use yellow paper if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, but you could actually.
Yes, if God peed, it would be. But then again, Tanny would probably go out and write his name in it. So, you know. I can't really.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yes, you would.
No, I would not.
Why?
I'd write your name in it.
Write my name in it because
And
it's
then come
shorter.
away. Yeah. So then you can know what can get blamed.
It could be worse. What could it? Oh, it could be brown snow. That would be worse.
That's more tastier.
Oh no! I want to talk to you right now. That's just it could be brown. But like I said, these are easily made with whatever colour paper you want to use. Whether that's glitter or God fight. God had some follow through by the sound of that. Right, okay. So yeah, that one's a really, really simple one. So, and quite effective. I reckon if we had half a dozen of those, that's half our decorations done just about.
Honey.
What?
Right. How big's this room? Half a dozen of them and we'll fill this room up, you numpty.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the other giant ones and everything else. You're not going to be able to walk in the fucking grass.
When it snows, God has dandruff. Ah, explains so much. Right. Okay.
You're not going to be able to... Where are you going to hang it up?
What?
Where are you going to hang it up?
Around the walls. What?
What have we just bought?
Lights?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, these can hang off the thingies and from the ceiling.
So we're walking to things every time we walk.
Around the edges, you twonk.
Where's the lights going?
On the wall.
What did we ever talk about this morning?
Danny's Willy. Yeah, we did have a talk about that too.
No, we didn't. Trust me.
Right, so I'm going to put this one away and we're going to start work on the next one.
It's not Christmas yet.
It's not your bloody birthday either.
No. You told me I wasn't getting it on my birthday either.
Well, no, because that would just be silly because your birthday is on April the 1st and then, you know, all sorts of things happen. You'd think I was joking.
Well, I know you'd be joking.
Oh my God. Right, okay, so we're going to start on a new one. And actually, it's quite similar. It is quite similar to the one we've just done.
So
Okay, but it's not
one.
the same. Yes, another big one.
So another one you can't fold up.
Yeah, another one we can't fold up. You should see his face right now, Doug. Seriously, he's losing the will to live. He was warned about me.
All I can say, God help recycling.
God help me. What?
You would.
No. No, you're not recycling my decorations. That'd be horrible. Right, so we're going to make ourselves some more squares. I have 1, 2, 3 already, which is quite useful.
Are you going to cut it the same size?
Actually, I might put those aside at the moment. It's just smaller because it's cold outside. Yeah, there is that. There is that.
Good idea, it might go outside. It might be get more sunty out there.
Hey? What was that?
Good.
No. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about?
Check the batteries on.
Check my batteries. Not included, love. I am clockwork, but I never run out because I'm kinetic. So the more I do, the more excited I get. Yep. 1.
You're telling porkies again. I don't need to run duck. All I need to do is walk fast.
Clockwork on Tanny run. 2. It's true though. It is. All he has to do is walk fast.
Or just walk normal.
Yeah. Right. There's no way that I could catch up with him if he started running. I'll be like, taxi! Right. Okay. I know the feeling. If something happens, I'll be fine. I'll run faster than my wife. Yes, but she's got the scooter, mate. Your missus has a scooter. I don't have that luxury, and unfortunately, I mean, it might happen eventually, but we just don't have the room here. So when we get a bigger place, I'll be able to have a scooter. But right now, I just can't because we just don't have the room for it, unfortunately.
You are not having a scooter.
I am having a scooter.
You are not having a scooter.
Why?
Because I don't want to be sued.
By what?
You run people over.
I will not run people over.
You
I can always get a new one. This is true. 5. I've only got 15 kilometers an hour. I run much faster than that. Oh, wow.
That's too fast for Blue.
Yeah, that's way too fast for me.
She'll get a head rush.
Yeah. 15 mile an hour. I actually wouldn't mind a scooter that went 15 mile an hour. I could go into York. I could go into town.
You are not having a scooter to go into town.
Why? I can go down the cycle tracks.
Doesn't take you into town.
You said it did.
No, it doesn't.
You said the cycle tracks take us into town.
I did not say that at all.
He did. I ran for 2.2 miles yesterday. Saturday was fun. Awesome. Yeah, I if I'm running or moving a lot quicker than I normally do, everybody else should be too, in the direction I'm going, because something bad is happening behind me.
Hey, Duck, have you got your meltdown yet? You're going to need to walk 4,997 miles.
8,000 miles to evolve a Meltan. Not the American short poopy miles, the real ones. Yeah, no, I understand that.
4,000, it's 8,000 kilometers.
Yeah, 8,000 kilometers.
Equals 4,000 something miles.
Yeah. Yep, he's got 9. How did you get 9? How did you get 9 Meltan?
9 different accounts.
9 different accounts? Nintendo Switch. Okay. Fair enough. Right. 3.
We could always go and run 4,000 miles for a evolved mountain.
I am not walking 8,000 miles or 8,000 kilometers with to evolve a stupid Pokemon. Got the box that is an incense for Meltan. Oh, nice. Very nice. Well, we don't have a Switch yet.
What?
Can use it every 7 days. Cool. What?
You could get.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
What? But to evolve at Meltan, you need 400 candies. I know. 400 candies. And to walk him as a buddy, it's 8,000 kilometers. 8,000. Yep. 20 kilometers for 1 candy. Yeah. That's 8,000 kilometers to walk him. It's redonkulous. So he will be staying in Meltan as far as I'm concerned right now. I'm still trying to evolve my Whalema. and then it will be Swablu's turn. So, you know, I can wait. Right, it can completely wait. 53 candies with 30 minutes of incense. You do know we can go off some people, you know. I'm just saying. Right, I'm just saying you can go off some people. You really can. Okay, so this one's slightly different. Right, we have to put it that way. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make a little... Right, put our ruler in the middle so that the corners are right in the middle of our ruler. So we've got a very light line that we can do.
You feel that's in the middle?
Yes, dear, it's in the middle.
Sure.
Yes, it's a see-through ruler.
Sure.
Yes, dear.
You haven't got your glasses on.
Oh, no review. Okay, now we need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
8, 12, 42.
6 down each side. So we need to... It's this way. So if we do that, that should be about the middle. I know I have a ruler, but I'd rather do it this way. Nope. Hang on. No, we're going to have to do it properly, aren't we? Right, okay. 21. So that's 10.5 centimetres.
That's 11 now.
How many sides?
5.
It's 10.5 centimetres. Okay, so we're going to pop that right down. No, actually, that should be in the middle of that. So, what's that? 18 and a half. So, that's 9. That's the middle right there. Okay, so, we're going to put this down this way. And we've got to do the same on the other side. Everything we do on one side, we've got to do on the other side. So, this one's going to be a little bit more fiddly with doing this. No, not 30 sides. I promise, not 30 sides. It would drive me batty if I had to do 30 sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, okay.
9, 10.
You're finished.
I haven't started.
Really? Right. We're going to do that one there. And we're going to put this one here. Then we got to do another 3. Yeah, so if I use that there, that should do it. Like that. And then we've got, they're all kind of evenish. Evenish. 6 by 7 is 42. I know. I know. Scary but true. I know that. It's kind of... Right, okay. Let's go. We're going to put that one that way. And we're going to get that across there. So we've got that one that goes down there. And this one across here to the middle. So that it goes... Ooh, that one's a bit wider, isn't it? So there, we're going to do that one there. This is going to be a bit of a nightmare, actually, doing this one, I think, because it's very fiddly. So, but that's okay. We can do this. If I do all the drawing out first, okay. So basically, you're going to end up with something that looks along the lines of this. Okay, so you've got your middle piece, and then you've got your strips at the sides.
That's not straight. Just to let you know.
Do you want to swap places? Do I look like a princess, you know, a friggin' Pinterest soccer mummy? Because I am really not a Pinterest soccer mummy.
No need to bite.
Ooh. Now what I am going to do is get a little bit clever with this one. If I can see... I can't see. Sod. Can't. Starting in about 5 minutes, so I'll have an awesome stream. Be nice to the tan man. Of course, I'm nice to the tan man. I'm as nice to him as he is to me. Have an awesome stream, sweetheart. Take it easy, and I will pop in if we can afterwards. All right. What? Okay. So we're going to get this one relatively in the middle. Head tan all the way here with that cough. Yeah, I bet. I know, right? He makes out I'm so awful to him. I'm really not. Any season. Yep. No worries, darling. Take it easy. Have a good one. Okay. That's about the middle of that there. That's what we want to do there. And we want to get another one there. And that one there. Right. Oh, we got to get another 3 in, so. 1, 2, and 3. So yeah, this one's a little bit more fiddly because we've got to do a little bit more line work with it, which is, it is what it is at the end of the day, let's be fair. Alright, so that's 2. Now we've got to do another 4. Okay. Actually, I'm going to have to take my boots off. I'm getting far too hot. Alright. Okay. Boots have to come off. Boots are coming off. Oof. Okay. Boots is coming off. Right, that's better. Now my feet can breathe and I can breathe. Whew. This whole wearing socks thing and shoes is, whew, nah. Someone who's grown up pretty much running around barefoot, it's a bit of a nightmare actually. Okay. Is that rain? Wow.
So, yeah, it's cooking down there. But also they're putting flooring upstairs, you know, in floor.
Yeah. Which is fine. Okay. And the middle. 1, 2, 1, and 2. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. And I was right. I was getting it right. It's just yeah, a little bit more fun than I expected. Okay. Three. Now this one is just a picture, but I need to find the I'm going to give you guys the link to it so that you can find it, and it is conpennyMeg.com/originals/da/51/da/51. No, I can't actually copy and paste this, by the way, so I have to do it the long way around, unfortunately. But that's okay, as long as it gets done. Just gotta E3FE668 C25A339A1E 3CD 2.jpg. There we go. Now this is the link to the one that we're doing now. Okay, so if you guys want that, you now have it, and it is a picture tutorial. So there's no one there saying you do this way or you do that way. You just got to figure it out and hope for the best. Pretty much is how it works. Right. So yeah. Again, this is one that you can just use Xerox paper like I am, if that's what you so choose. Or you could use coloured paper if that was what you prefer, or glitter paper, or metallics, or whatever. Paint the paper, get the kids to colour in the paper, get them to do it before you do all the cutting out though, because, you know, it's a little bit more mangly otherwise. And we don't want mangles, because you'll cry. I'm not going to lie, you will cry. If the kids wreck this, because they mangle it, you will cry after making it. Putting all the hours in of doing this. Right. So, yeah. This is our second one we've done today, of a different sort of the one that we've just done. So, we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cocked it up. God damn. Right. There needs to be more there. And there needs to be more down there. Right, okay, that's better. Where's my eraser? Sorry. Alright, so that's now number 4 done. Right, let's get some more happening. I tell you what, Mr. Tanny, you destroy this, I will have to kill you.
I went to your sleep.
Hey, Plain and Practical, how are you doing? It's lovely to see you. Good morning. I've decided that this Christmas I'm going to go a little bit out of my comfort zone and start doing things that I haven't really done for a very, very long time. So that's what's happening. Sneezing. Oh, bless you. No, not the sneezels. You don't want the sneezels. Give them back. Give them back to whoever gave them to you. Decided to make trugs this year. Oh, nice. Garden trugs. Do you have one? No, I don't. We don't, because we don't really have a garden. And unfortunately, we don't really have anywhere to put one either, which is, but, when we get a bigger place, that'll happen eventually. So, you never know. Awesome. Sounds cool. What are you making them with? One, two, three. Right, okay. That's number 5. So at the moment, cedar for the slats, don't know yet on the rims and handles. Okay, fair enough. Nice. This is what we're doing so far, is we're just drawing up our paper squares, okay, so that we get them all done. Probably natural branches, steam, and fit around a jig. Sounds nice. Sounds really nice, actually. Right. Yeah, or normally, nobody over here seems to know what a trug is. Well, it's... yeah. It sounds very cool. I would just say to them that it's an old version of a wheelbarrow, which is pretty much as close as an answer as you're going to give them, really, isn't it? Two, three. 1, 2. Yeah, garden basket, absolutely. But without the wheels. No wheels, exactly. So, yeah. Right, so there's our 6 squares all drawn out. Now I'm going to have to cut them out, and I'm going to do them individually and get them all done all at once. So, right. Okie dokie. 2. Husband is going to have surgery a week from Friday, and friends all suggested we get a scooter. Why not? If that's what you need. If you need one, you got to get one. I mean, like I've got... I can't turn a scooter in the bathroom. Oh, yeah, no, absolutely you can't. No. Yeah. I have a walking frame and 4 wheelchairs. I don't have a scooter as yet, but I will get one eventually. Rearrange the kitchen table and throw out 2 chairs and maybe turn it around there. Yeah. I totally get that. I do. But, yeah, we can't have one here because there's nowhere to keep it. We've got, if we put it in the shed, it'd get nicked within seconds. I mean, proper seconds. We were giving away a chair. There are steps now from both doors. Wow. Cool. We had a chair we were giving away that was outside the front door. And we tried very, very hard to get rid of this chair, and it just, nobody wanted it. Nobody wanted it. So we just left it out the front door. And Tanya and I were sitting here talking to each other next to the window where it was sitting under. And didn't see it disappear. Didn't see anyone come to the window. Saw nothing. And went out there and it was gone. I've never seen anything like it in my life, ever. It literally evaporated. I'm in a sketchy neighbourhood too. Can't leave even a road kit in the car or someone will bust the windows. Yeah, both our cars have been broken into. That's awful. Bless ya. It's not too bad. There are worse places to live, but I was just absolutely shocked at how they could do it. You know? Further up our road is worse than this. But down our end it's relatively okay. But yeah. So yeah, there we go. We've cut all those. Now, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna do all the cutting out first, okay, and then I'm gonna put them all together. Can only shoot them if they come into the house, so they know everything outside is easy pickings. Yeah, I can understand that. We can't shoot them. If we shoot them, we will be in very big trouble. We can, of course, chase them down the road with a sword, which is far more exciting. You know, and so when Tanny sleeps in the nude, if someone tried to, you know, break into the house and he grabbed the katana and went flying off after them, I would have to get some popcorn out and watch that, because Jesus, that would be funny as hell. It really would. But yeah, not that anyone would, because, you know, our house is like, they know most people. We have castle law, but can't be possessions, only yourself and loved ones. Ah, right, okay. Can't even harm someone who's kicking your dog around. What? I would just be doing that anyway. I wouldn't care about castle law or anything. If someone was kicking my dog or my cat, or, you know, that'd be it. Because they're classed as my loved ones, you know. So yeah, that they would be copping it. Big time. But yeah, I can understand how hard it would be, though. Police are allowed to shoot your dog if it's barking at them. Well, duh, the police is on your property. The dog's going to bark, right? Yeah, it's doing its job. Yeah, I've seen videos and stories of what police have done to dogs just because they couldn't get to a front door or whatever, instead of waiting for the owner, you know, and all they were doing was like doing a notification or something, and shot the dog in front of the kids, who are waiting for the parent. And it's just like, why would you do that? Why would you? Yeah. So yeah, no, I'm wouldn't wear that happily, I can tell you that now. You got to have a sign up saying, my dog's doing its job. If you don't like it barking, don't be on my property. Oh, thank you. I just talk my normal talk. I know there's a lot of people on Twitch that try and put on airs and graces. I'm just me. Sometimes I get very tongue-tied and sometimes I stutter, but, you know. Alright. I'm getting this done. Said something about fetching up a few days ago and giggles at myself. Awesome. Yeah. I think I've been around quite a few sort of reenactors and things, and it's over certain years and what have you, and I think a little bit of it rubs off occasionally and just comes out in normal phrasing. But which is fine. Oops. I didn't do an oops. I didn't do an oops. No one saw that oops. No one saw it. No one saw it. No one saw that. No, you didn't. Watch the show. You did not see it. You saw nothing. You saw nothing. My people came from Scotland and England in the 1700s to America and settled in Ohio and Kentucky, where you can still hear some odd things. Yeah, I can imagine. They do say that, you know, rural American English is very close to, you know, the turns of phrase, etc., are very similar to what would have been a couple of hundred years ago, or adapted from then, or whatever. I mean, obviously, Old English at that point was very, very different to what we hear now. But, you know, but the sayings and things are still quite interesting. I mean, you have a look at Shakespeare and some of the stuff that he wrote, and if you read it in the Old English, I mean, I've listened to it in Old English and in the English that he wrote it in, and sat there and thought, how the bloody hell is that English? You know, can we have it once again for those of us who actually speak English now? You know? So, yeah. So, but, you know, he came up with some pretty good phrases. Got some somewhere. We're lucky enough that we live over here that, you know, we could pop down to the Globe, and occasionally they do some of his plays as they were written in the old English, which is extraordinary. It's extraordinary to listen to and to witness, because it's like you're back in Tudor times or Elizabethan times. Yeah, set a spell, up the road a far piece, Trugs, Barrow, over yonder, Crick, yep. Yeah. All ones I've heard. I think the first time I ever heard set a spell was on the Beverly Hillbillies, but we won't go into that. So I used to love that show when I was a kid. I loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Yeah. I mean, you go over here and you ask people what a bread roll is, right? Okay, so you just got a little bread bun, okay? And some people call it a roll, some people call it a bap, some people call it a bun, some people will call it a barm back or a barm cake. You know, it's like, what? Pretty much how my grandparents sounded. They never understood that it was a comedy making fun of such people. Oh, wow. Yeah. I've got some friends that sound like it now, and frankly, they take the mickey out of themselves quite a lot as well. But I actually like the sound of it. To me, it sounds very soothing, and I don't know why. Maybe that's because it was such a big part of my childhood, and you know, I felt quite home with that accent. Got no notion of where it went. When you lost something, yep. Giving human-like thoughts to animals. That pig, he's thinking he's getting a treat. He is. Yeah, I've done that for you know. Yeah, you get a lot of that over here as well, actually. Giving human thoughts to animals. And grown-up thoughts to babies, which is another one. You know? Which is very odd. That one I think is odd. I don't think it's so odd with animals. I'm not sure why. It's just, you know, just is what it is. Okay. Grandfather was convinced that there really was a time when the animals could talk on Christmas Eve. It was endearing. Yeah, no, I've heard that one, and I'm sure they can. It's just one of those things that you just want to keep hold of, you know, one of those sorts of magical things. You know, it's Christmas Eve, the animals can talk, but you shouldn't be listening, you know, because you're supposed to be in bed early. I do like that kind of thing, and I tend to hold on to those because I like a bit of magic, you know. I think having a bit of magic in our lives is very important. We're on the last one, so we're on the last leg of this, which is awesome. This one has taken a fair bit longer to get done, whereas the other one only took us about half an hour. This one we're now up to 50 minutes so far. Spend extra long in the barn on Christmas Eve. The game was that grandmother would putting the gifts under the tree, and then tell us when we came in. But Santa had so many deliveries, he stopped by early. Aww. That is so awesome. So awesome indeed. I love that. That's fantastic. Right. Woohoo! Okay, so we've got all those cut out now. And they basically look like some sort of feathery kind of thing, or a leaf, a palm leaf, but they're not. And we drink hot mulled cider in the warm kitchen and play gin rummy until I went to bed. I love stories like that. That's brilliant. That's absolutely awesome. No, I didn't. I mean, I suppose I just had a normal sort of it's 7 o'clock, it's bedtime, off you go. That used to be my Christmas Eve. It's 7 o'clock, it's bedtime, off you go. But I used to get that 365 days a year. So, you know, that was no anything different right there. Right up until the time I was about 15. And then it was I wasn't allowed to go into the living room. I had to go to see my parents first thing, or wait for them to come in. I turned on 7:30 until I was 14 or 15. They stay up all hours, it seems. So yeah, they do. They do. I mean, we've been out coming home of an evening, and there's been what looks like a 10 or 11-year-old out on the streets 10 o'clock at night on a school night, and you just like, oh, what? You know, my home time was the street lights went on. If I wasn't home, then there was hell to pay. Yeah, it's still plenty of sleep. I mean, I got up at 6:30 normally. Dad would come and wake me up. And then I'd have to be up. I'd have 10 minutes to get up, get downstairs. Get up, get dressed, get downstairs. 10 minutes, that was it. But yeah. And then I'd have whatever time left over to eat and get ready for school. I did notice though when I was a bit younger, because certain things, foods and stuff, I find really hard to eat. Like anything that's slimy or even a little bit slimy, it's like no, that's not happening. So things like porridge, my mum used to make porridge, but she put raisins in it, and when she put the raisins in it, made it all more slimy because they'd got soaked up all the milk rather than soaking up water, and so they went all really nasty. So never used to like that, and used to try and find a way around that. But I used to find that my dad used to wake me up at 6 o'clock in the morning when we were having porridge for breakfast, and because it used to take me that much longer to eat it than if, you know, I was just having toast or something. But, yeah. Right. I'm just about I've got my whole desk right here on my right hand side all completely stuck up. So I'm just going to put that one over there until I've got some room. Now this one, slightly different this one. This one, we've got to go, these ones first. We're going to do those first. And then we're going to stick that bit down there. And then we're going to flip it and do that one there. Ooh, it's a bit fancy. You're getting a bit fancy here. Okay, so we're going to do it that way. So we've got that stuck there. So, and then we're going to flip it again. Just kind of whoop. So I'm going to get it so it does that, which is a nice little square. So that's nicely attached on. Might have to put a little bit around that point there actually. Get that there. Right, then we got this one. We're going to do the same two and line them up. So get that on there so it's all nicely lined up. That'd be good. Need to do the same on that as well. Don't want to make it so it's all stickified and what have you, but right. And this one. Now I'm choosing to do this so that the ends make a square at the end. You could do it that way if that's what you chose to do, but I want to do it this way because I'm a nightmare. All right. Okay. So it is taking a little bit more stick to get them down because they need to be lined up better. Right, and then we're going to flip it again. We can do all that again. So I've done all this wonderful sticking, and I'm having to pre-stuck stuff, and I'm having to go through it all. Right, okay, so we're almost there. I'm going to do this bit here. Ah, give it back. Right. Remember folding and cutting newspapers to make those super tall telescoping feather things to carry? Yes! Yes, palm trees as well. Right. So there we go. Making no sense to you. Yeah, I do know exactly what you mean. I know exactly. It's the roll of paper and then you cut out the feathery bits. Yeah, I remember those. They were awesome. We used to use them for school plays and stuff. Right. So that's what you're going to get to look at. Once it's done, which is cool, but we've got to do another 5 of these so that we've got our snowflake. So that's 1. Okay, that's our first one. So we got to do that again. Oh my god. Right. So that one's first. Right, that one, the one at the top, I'm actually doing flat down, and that's because it is quite a small one and you can't do it square, but that's okay because it all adds to the effect, and you're making it at the end of the day for you and your decorations. They don't have to be exactly what somebody else has done, so you just do it yourself. I also must confess I hate to touch butter, but I have a special technique to unwrap it. Yeah, I can understand that. Because you get that whole greasy feeling on your fingers. I totally get it. I do. I get it. Hate hand creams. Grandma used to use Pond's cold cream and all the doorknobs. Oh, no, don't. Oh, I couldn't do that. That would absolutely no. That's such a no for me. I wouldn't touch the doorknob. I couldn't. I wouldn't be able to. Nope. I wouldn't be able to do it. Yeah. Instant rubbing hands off on jeans, lol. Yeah, I'd be walking around with gloves on. I would be walking around with gloves on. I would not touch anything unless I had gloves on if I knew that the doorknobs were going to be slimy. Yeah. See, one of the things over here for Christmas, one of the puddings that everybody loves, except for me, is trifle. For me, that's just like eating sludge. That's just like, no. But everyone seems to love it, and they'll sit there and suck it on down, and I'm just like, oh god, how can you eat that? It's just slime in a bowl. It's just a bowl of slime. Don't. You know. I'm going to get some more of this sticky. Here we go. It's got almost 2 done, which is kind of cool. Let's get these. Or pouring bacon fat all over a perfectly... Who pours bacon fat over a perfectly good salad? Kilt greens. Or kilt salad. Oh, wow. Okay. That's not one that I've heard of, to be honest. That's kind of freaked me out. Hillbilly special. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. No. I would pass on that. I love bacon. I'm not going to lie. I love bacon. I really, really love bacon. It's really bad. But I couldn't deal with just pouring bacon grease onto salad. That would be like, no. No. That'd be a no for me. Big no. Right. Here we go. So we're getting that one done. We're going to do this one. Then you pour vinegar into the skillet you just took the bacon out of and pour that on top. It stinks up the house. Yeah, and it would make you choke. Because when the vinegar hits the heat, it's just going to go... You're going to get fumes of the vinegar straight up your nose. And it would really hurt your eyes. I've done some hot... What's known as hot salads for... that have used balsamic and stuff. And it does. It just goes straight up your nose. And it's like, wow. Finally made them promise to only eat it when I wasn't home. Bless you. Oh no. Oh no. Well, I suppose everybody has their tastes and their likes and their not likes and all of that kind of thing. Okay, we've got 2 now. Woohoo! That's kind of cool. We got 2. We got another 4 to go. Got another 4 to go. Right. Okay. Let's start this way. It's being pulled in that way, isn't it? Yeah. Going to Nancy's to work on a school project on Wednesday. You should make kilt greens. That makes sense. Yeah. Right. Now this one's a little bit more fiddly than the one we did just before. But like I said, it's going to be worth it. So I looked up my high school to find the spelling of someone's name, and there were people listed there I'd never had in my class of 77. What? How is that even possible? With really foreign names. No way they were at my rural school. Wow. How did they add their names? No idea. It's possible that the school had like a homeschooling thing. It's possible that they did homeschooling and stuff like that. Fake identities or people who never graduated. It could be. Who knows? But, you know, I understand graduating in the 70s. I get that. But I'm just thinking, you know, it could have been. Yeah, I know, but homeschooling, they still had things like they did it on CBs and stuff and over the phone, or you had to send it in. It was still a thing. It was still a thing. It was a big thing, more so in the 70s than now. Yeah. A lot of people got homeschooled, especially if they were, you know, waiting on papers and stuff like that. I don't know, but you never know. You know, if they didn't feel safe going to school or whatever, they would have homeschooled them. So, yeah. No foreign people or white. Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, no, I get it. But like I said, it may have been that it was all done through homeschooling. And that can be done, at that point, it would have been done by the post. So they would have sent out the lessons and, you know, and Smith or Jones or Thompson or Jackson. Yeah, I get it. Totally get it. Everybody knew everybody, right? Yeah, but you don't know what else the school was doing. And a lot of schools used to do stuff like that so that they would get a little bit more money in, because obviously they were paying students rather than free education and stuff. So, yeah. So it's quite possible they were there, but you didn't know about it because it was all done. They weren't on the graduation list 5 years ago. They got added. Then maybe you need to talk to the authorities about that. That's something you need to talk to the authorities about. That's not something, you know, I would, yeah, I'd ask. You never know. I think I'll do a screenshot and send it to the school. Yeah, I would. Find out what's going on. be fake IDs. You never know. Someone needing a background. And not thinking that, you know, anyone in a rural school would pick it up or whatever. But, who knows. Right. That's 3. So much easier once you've got everything done all at once. Right, so that's our 3rd one. Whoa! Wobbly. Right. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, I think that's probably all you can do, Dawn. Honestly, is take a screenshot of it, send it to the school. They'll know what to do. Or they should be able to explain it. You know, if they can't explain it, then they will contact the proper authorities. So, yeah. Right. Flipping these around to do from side to side. Like I said, I'm doing it so I'm making the point into a square. But you can do it so it's a loop, so like that, so you've got a more rounded look to it. I like the whole pointy bits. It's a little bit different, you know. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Oops, get on there. Right. There we go. Stuck on there so we don't lose our end. Right. Nice squarey bit. Again, if you didn't want to use sticky, you could use stapler or a glue stick. I just have sticky, so I'm going to use the sticky. All right. There we go. That's it. There. And that one over that bit. There you go. So we're up to 4 of our little sides, our little sprongy bits. So, yep. Right. Oof. Only 2 more to go. Yay! And then we can start sticking them all together. Alright. Just going to cut up this sticky tape a bit because we kind of need that. I'm going to actually do a bit of an experiment here and some of these make it a bit wider a piece so it can go around in one shot instead of 2. So we just do it that way. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Just cut off a couple of bigger bits. So this one obviously is going to be a little bit because it's only a little bit. And then we're going to flip that to do our only roundy bit on the whole thing because it's just not big enough to do the square point. So if we do that, I can go up there as one piece. We're going to flip it again to get our first square. Now, I'm thinking that we've got this nice big piece of sticky. We put a little bit around there and it's just big enough to go around the end. So it's all done in one piece rather than 2 because that's a bit of an annoyance. So there we go, it's done. Right, and flip it. And we're going to do it again. Right. Nice piece of sticky. Up and round and over. That does that, and I'm going to trim that a little bit because it's a little bit wider than the paper this time. Not a big deal. That actually gives it a better look. Right. Whew. So let's make a few bigger pieces. 1, 2, 3. That should finish that side, which is good. Right, so we're off to the flippy bit. Uh-oh. And it goes that way. Right. And the next way. Up and over. Right. And our last bit on that one. This is a lot quicker, actually, with a bigger piece of sticky. Can I just say? It's a lot quicker, a lot less fiddly widdly bits. Here we go. So that's our 5th one. We're on our last one now. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 pieces of sticky. At this point. 1. That'll be a big bit. 2. Need 5 big bits and 2 smaller bits. So 3. I've just lost my end. God damn it. Hey, when that happens. How am I going to make them stiffer? They actually won't get stiffer. They'll just become more stable, if that makes sense. It's 5. Ooh, come on. Okay. That piece off, and I'll cut it in half. Right. There we go. Gonna flip that one. Ah, come here. Don't be naughty. Right. There we go. It's our first one. Flip it into our other one. So this one's our only looper. The other ones are all pointy. Kind of cool. Right. I'm gonna do this one. Right. So I'll hold that way. This one, because the tape's actually wider than the paper. Wrap that round like that, and then I can trim off that side without being too much of a hassle. Same with that one, I think. Yeah, that's a bit wider. Out of town for a funeral this weekend, taking a basket of sewing, knitting projects, and a case of stuff for the automats I make. Yeah, I completely understand that. Yeah, I'd do the same thing. I have to admit, I would find a quiet corner somewhere and just, you know, do my own thing while everything else was going on. Automat, no, I don't. I haven't heard of Automat. Crafting more fun when talking to relatives. Yeah, that's true. It can be. Although my crafting tended to be done in quiet because otherwise I would be told I wasn't doing it right or it wasn't good enough. And once it was done, it was fine. It's just, you know, I stayed away from people. Automat is a company that uses old vintage cigarette machines, remakes them to suspend art pieces. Wow. Okay. Okay. "400 artists all over the world make the art and send it in, and people who own the machines purchase and put the art in the machines." Hey, now that is very cool. That is a really good idea. I like that. I really do like that idea. That's kind of cool. Make a little beaded copper web and also wood key fobs with art brute touches. Nice. Okay. So now we're done to that. We're going to put this together the same way. Oh, wow. That's awesome. That's very cool. Right. We're going to put these together the very same way that we did the other ones. Okay. So we're going to loop those through a little bit so that we can attach these. Excuse that, guys. We've got someone doing renovations upstairs. So it could get a little bit noisy. I'm hoping it won't get too noisy. Yeah, it helps to stabilize them. Yeah. Oh, wow. Sorry, guys. Yeah, no, not a tubular player, unfortunately, but I think it's an electrician, possibly. No, that was definitely a drill. Right, now I'm going to get the third one. I'm going to put that one there, so that helps to stick onto that. dab it. Just stick, okay? Just stay. Right. Okie dokie. So we got that wrapped around there. Oh, pheromone. Theremin. Yeah, theremin. Theremin sound a little nicer than what that just did. So, yeah. Okay. Right. So that's those three all put together there. As you can see, they're going to flip around all over the place. But we are going to put the other three together in a moment. And then we're going to stabilize it properly. Had to look it up. Yeah, I can understand that. I'm just going to pop that bit there so that we can do this. Right. This, hang on. Nope, goes that way. Right. Stick those together at their middle points there. Try and make sure that you've got them pointing in the same direction, okay, because that will help them loop through each other. And yeah, so we do it that way. And then that one, yeah, this one. Wow. Might have to take a break for a minute, guys, because that sounds like it's going to continue for a little bit. Which is not good, but it is what it is, you know. It's not bad on that end. Kind of hummy. Okay. All right. Thanks, darling. I appreciate that. Right. So we got those three together. Woo! And we got to get these three together. Right. So we're going to pop them all together there in the middle and stick them, as you can see, with those two. Ah, God damn it. Get over there. Right. Those bits in the middle. Still can't see it. There we go. We're going to stick them right in the middle. Right. So I'll just put that down. Gosh. There we go. That's there. So as you can see, it's still very unstable. Okay, that's not very stable. It's not going to hang. So we need to attach at least some of the loops to some of the ones beside it. Your cat's not even looking up. Okay, fair enough. My cat would be. She'd be like, what? But yeah, she's not here, so that's a lucky thing right now. Okay. I'm going to use my staple gun because it's going to be easier than getting stuck up in the sticks, in the sticky bits. Right, so we've got to make sure that these overlap properly. Right, that one needs to go in between that one and that one. So if we get that to hold itself together there with that one, that should help. Okay, so we need to do that. And then we're going to stick those two as well. So we're going to get that one sort of halfway and halfway there. Do the same on that side, but we'll get round to that side in a minute. And then this one is going to be attached in the middle there. Okay, so, or just over the middle. So we're kind of overlapping, but not too much. Oh gosh. Stop being an ass. Right. Oh, it's just not going to work. Hang on. Ugh. See, the thing is, when you do these wonderful blogs and stuff on Pinterest and stuff, and people look at them, and then you look at the ones that they've done, in the picture, the links further up in chat, there is none of them hanging up. They've just put them on the thing, and they look very, very pretty, but they're not hanging up. So you've got to find a way to actually make them stable enough so that you can hang them. Because that's certainly not in the tutorial, can I just say. Right, so I'm just going to flip that so that I can staple that bit. Oops. Oh, I feel so unco right now. Right. Okay, so there's those. So that's a little bit more stable in that part there. As you can see, it's not as bad as the rest of it. So we're going to keep doing it that way. That looks like it's going to work. And that would be good. Having it work is a good idea. Right, so that's got to go under there because that's got to go on that one. We want to try and make it as even as possible all the way around, because obviously it is a snowflake. You don't want it to be too heavy, but you want it to be even all the way around. I want to get that there. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on. All right. All right. There you go. Oof. Okay. So that's, yeah, it is getting more stable. Yeah, there are going to be a couple of little floppy bits on it, but, you know, like I said, it's going to be okay. We're going to be okay with this. It's going to be all good. Right. Nope. That's supposed to be over there because that's the higher one, isn't it? Right. So I want to get this right. The renovation, it's we live in council properties, and it's one of the flats upstairs. There's someone moving in, and they're renovating it to make sure that it's fit for her to live in before she can move in. So yeah, so she's had a new kitchen from what we've gathered, and you know, all sorts of stuff had to be done because apparently the people who were in there either didn't leave it in a good state, or I don't know, whatever happened. But yeah, make too many speculations, but they are supposed to do certain things before someone moves in again, and if it's been a while since certain things were done, like a new bathroom or a new kitchen, then they have to be done before the next person moves in. So yeah, but it's all good. Right. Oh, which way around? That way around. Okay, got it. So we do know that the electricians were around, so it could be all sorts of electricals going in and being sorted out now. So yeah, all right. But that's all we know. Because at the end of the day, ain't our business. Really ain't. But you know. One here. Ugh. Starting to get a bit hard to get into put these in. This would have been much okay. Out to the wood shop. Still trying to finish orders. They have to be done by December 10th. Woohoo! Then I can decorate for the holidays inside and out. Awesome. I do weird things. Put homeless scarves and hats on the porch and in the free library. String cranberries. Make ornaments. Knit mittens for gifts. Simple and kind get Christmas. Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't have to be expensive. Christmas doesn't... No, it doesn't have to cost the earth. And that's kind of why I'm doing what I'm doing this year and streaming me doing things that I wouldn't normally be doing because, you know, I normally do the sewing or I do the clay work. I don't normally do a lot of this kind of thing. And I thought that it'd be a really good idea to show people it doesn't have to be expensive, but it can be really good. Need to make some molded beeswax candles. Nice. Very nice. Sounds like a really nice Christmas to me. I wouldn't call it weird at all, but you have a really, really good day, darling. You take it easy. You enjoy yourself. Okay. All right. That the one that goes over the top. Is it? Is it? Yeah. Okay. This is the last one, I think. Phew. You can take Christmas cards and stick them in between layers of contact paper. Makes great placemats. Yeah. Did those for Meals on Wheels patients. Awesome. Sew them into paper. Excellent. That sounds like an awesome thing. Have an awesome one, hun. There we go. Right, so that one's done. Like I said, it's a bit more fiddly than the other one. But it's still as effective, and we've got it. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's a bit wobbly. It's got a bit of a bent top. It's a bit bendy at the top, isn't it? But, you know, it's still a snowflake. And we're not going to judge anyone who's got a bit of a wonky top. Because, you know, that would just be unfair and unkind. And we don't want to do that. So, yeah. Here we go. There's another one that we have just finished. That's kind of cool. I like that. I do like it. It's a bit of a muck's middle, this one, though. And it's a bit harder to do. But we've managed it in Oh God, it's taken an hour. An hour and a bit. Actually, we've been at this for nearly an hour and a half for this one. So yeah, about an hour and a half for this one to make this one particular one. And the one we made earlier, hang on, let me just grab it. This one only took us half an hour. So it's relatively the same principle, but it's slightly different. And this one's a little bit more stable than this one. It's still nice. I'm not going to bash it, but it did take a lot of work. But if you're pressed for time, that would be the one to make. Okay, but I really, really like that one. But I do like this one as well. But like I said, it is a bit all over the shop, honestly. Oh, I suppose I could. Hang on a second. Let me just see what I can do here, because that looks like it could possibly stick on there and that would work. Hang on a sec. Let me just staple these to this. Yeah, it's sticking up. Look, it works. Okay, so you want to get that one, the third one, your third loop, onto where you've already stapled underneath it, and give it a bit of a snip right on there, so that stabilizes it completely. Okay, that's what you want to be doing. Right, so it's more of a rosy type one. This one it looks a little bit more sort of woven. It's not woven, kind of is woven. I suppose it is a little bit kind of woven. All right, get that one in there, and one more. Nope, two more, couple more. Oops. Some of us can't count. Right, okay. Let's get that in there. Put that one on. There we go. And then we're going to put this one on there. Like that. Okay. So there we go. So that's a little bit more stable than it was. It's actually looking a little bit cooler, actually. But all we had to do was just staple it in certain places so that the loops actually made a bit more sense. And it looks a bit more like a rose now. Sort of like a rose type design, which is kind of cool. I actually really like that. Don't mind it, but like I said, it did take an hour and a half. So unless you've got the time on your hands, if you've got the time on your hands, do it. Go for it. But yeah, I think the tutorial makes it seem very, very simple, because it is a picture tutorial. It's not actually got any writing on it. So it makes it look very, very simple, but it's not stable if you make it the way that they've shown you to make it in the picture. It's only stable if you start sticking the loops together to give it that stability. So those are our first two that we've done today. Yay! Okay, we've got another one. We do have another one that we're going to be doing. Okay. What do you reckon to that one, Tanny?
Prefer the other one. It's nice, but I do prefer the other one.
Yeah. So that to me is my favourite side on that. I like that side better.
There's a bit too much going on there.
Yeah.
With the things.
Yeah.
I think with that one, the big one, it's more.
Yeah. I get it.
Nice, but I think there's just too much.
Yeah.
Going in. Can you understand my point of view? Where
I do.
It's like,
yeah.
Compared to that one, it stands out.
Yeah.
A lot more.
Exactly. But that's okay, because this is all just experiments, and there's no snowflake that is identical to the other. And if you find one that is, I want to know about it. I want to see it in resin. Thank you very much. Yes, I do. Really?
Yeah.
Two snowflakes that are identical.
Yeah.
Oh, Edie! Oh, Edie, thank you so much, darling. Thank you so much for those bits. That's so sweet of you. So sweet of you indeed. Bless your heart. It's lovely to see you. It's really lovely to see you. Right, so we've got a third snowflake we're going to do in our folded snowflake thing. I'm just going to get the link. Yes, yeah, well, kind of. Tanny woke up this morning and he was covered in the glitter. It was all down his neck, up in his hair. Got no idea how he got that at all. Since he wouldn't come near me.
Yeah.
So, you know, I just woke him up and went, Tanny, you've got fairy herpes. Who is she?
She was fucking good.
So, yeah, that was kind of how it happened. But, yeah. So there we go. But okay, so I'm going to put the link in chat. I'm like I said, I'm going to have to type this because I can't copy and paste it for some reason. I think it's something that slobs means that you can't do it. So we're going to hopefully get this sorted. I.pinmag. Is that another Pinnymig? Pinnymig. Yep. .com/originals/BC. This is gonna take a while, guys. Okay, so I'm doing the best that I can because I've got a gazillion letters and numbers to put in and hopefully not lose my way. Being dyspraxic means that can happen sometimes. F3AA 7E. Oh, good grief. 4, 3, 8, 7. Is that another 4? 4 D E F E 5 4 O B A. Sorry. 4 4 O 2 5 6 8 9 .jpg. Okay. All right, I'm going to click the send button. I really hope it comes to you and it is exactly what it's supposed to be, which is the tutorial that I'm going to be doing now, the snowflake, and not some weird porn. There you go.
Some weird porn.
Is it?
It's not a link.
It's not a link?
No.
Oh, balls. What did I do?
Don't know.
I did. Okay, give me a second, guys.
Honey,
Yes.
go to your link.
Yeah.
Can you drag it onto the highlight in blue?
I can highlight it in blue.
Right. Just do this way. Right. Highlight
Copy.
in blue.
And it won't let me
Right.
paste it into slobs. Ow!
Sorry.
Oh, look at that. What did you just do? What magical wizardry did you just come up with? What was that?
Oh, look at that. You can get the link now.
How? What? It's the second one, guys. It's the one, yeah. Tech support to the rescue, I know, right? It's awesome. I love it, tech support.
Okay. Right. If you ever got any problem, you know, like copying or paste.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it will work on these programs.
Right.
If you press Control and C will copy.
Yeah.
Control and V will paste.
Control and C will copy, and Control and V is will paste. Yeah. Okay. You're gonna have to write that down for me and then stick it in front so I know.
Nope.
Tech support to the tourist is my tech support. Yeah, I can understand that, darling. I completely understand that. Right. Okay. So we've got some paper that we've got left over from doing our other things. So I'm gonna use this.
Why don't you finish the one off what you did yesterday as well?
What do you mean?
The one what you haven't completed.
Oh yeah, I got to finish up. Oh, well, okay. You know, you guys, I use the controls to copy paste
You know what I mean?
my passwords. I'm paranoid of keyloggers. Yeah, I know. I get that. Yeah, I totally get that. Yeah. So when we do this one, okay, once this one's finished, I'm going to finish the glitter one because Tanny has said he wants glitter on the other side of it. So I'm going to get to finish that, which would be absolutely awesome.
Half a job?
I wasn't going to do half a job, you great twonk.
It's a bit like when you go to bed.
Really? Really? Wow.
Yeah, you take the half the side of the bed.
Of course I take half the side. Yes.
You see the half job.
Wow, dude. Wow. Just wow. We're going to have to shoot him later, Edie. I swear. I'm sure you don't have this much trouble with tourists. But then again, I don't know. Bless you. Right, so we're going to start this off. All you need for this is paper, a bit of string, or cotton, or whatever you've got, something that ties, bit of yarn, pencil, and a set of pair of scissors. That's what it says. So we're just going to fold this. Ow! Oh, God, paper cut. No. No.
Bleed all over it,
No, I'm not bleeding. Yeah, I caught it in time. Yeah. Okay. Don't give yourself a paper cut. Fuck on that. Right, so we're going to fan fold this all the way down. Okay. Fan fold it. We're fan folding it, okay?
Wow.
Fan folding it. Because that's what you got to do.
Why, you put it a bit hot?
Well, yeah. No, I'm not actually. Not anymore because I took my boots off. Right. Ow. Okay. Alright. Sure that was right. Right, yep. I'm going to keep going around with this one. Only a couple more folds to go. And then we get to get out the glitter. After we've done this one. Yes. We are getting the glitter out. You said you wanted me to do...
One.
Yeah, on that one.
Well, you haven't finished that one yet.
Yeah, well, you got to do this one. Then we're going to get the glitter out.
No, that'll take ages to do that one.
It won't take ages to do this one.
It'll take 8 hours.
It will not take 8 hours. No, it won't. It'll be horrible.
You need to go to the toilet and I'm going to hide it and you have to start again.
Oh my God. He would too. I'm not even joking. He would do that. Right, okay. So that's not quite to the end, which is fine. I'm just going to put a little pencil line across that so I can cut it. So that it's even. Because it's a snowflake.
Well, if you measured it, it would have been even anyway. I wish it would.
Aha. Maha. There we go. Right, so now we're going to put our little design on it. I haven't even decided what design we're going to have on it.
Do you want me to draw one?
No.
Why?
No. You're not drawing the design on it.
I will.
No, you won't.
I can.
No, you really can't.
Real.
No.
Do a really nice one.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not having willies all over my snowflakes, thank you.
I wasn't going to draw willies.
You are going to draw willies. I know what you're like. You're either going to draw boobies or willies. Yeah, boobies or willies. Did I not just say that? Oh my God, no. No, we're not letting Tanny do any of it. No, he's not. He is not. Right. I think might do a nice little holly leaf. Because, you know, 'tis the season and all that. Right, okay. Yeah, he is a very normal male then. You know, given half a chance, he would absolutely, my decorations would be covered in boobies and willies. And it would be like, me and my son and he would be sitting there giggling for the whole of Christmas, which would be great. But, you know, you can't exactly invite anyone over when your house looks like that. So, yeah, I think not. I think we won't do that this year.
What?
What?
Do what?
You know,
I don't know.
well, you know,
Do what?
Edie knows.
Do what?
Edie knows. Right. Okay, so we want to make sure that whatever the design we put on one side, we've got to put it on the other as well. So you need to fold that in half there, and you're going to do the similar design up here. So, because then it's going to turn around. Yeah, you'll see. You guys will see. So we need to...
Makes me like, sounds like a very normal male then. Hang on a minute. So, females are always so innocent. Please.
We did not say that females are innocent. Just
Did I say-
saying.
I'm just saying.
Oh, we're just saying.
We are just saying, is it?
Yeah, we're just saying.
Yeah.
We know. We know. Right, okay. So we're going to do that. Got to cut this out now. Now, it does seem to have string already wrapped around it. I don't know if that's necessary actually right now. I'm going to cut it out first, and then I'm going to do all of that stuff. So, yeah, let's get this cut out first. Ooh. Of course, I have done a holly leaf in a bell shape, so I'm really kind of hoping the bell shape actually looks like a bell.
It's not gonna. Honestly.
I'm really hoping that it will look like a bell.
It's not gonna, honestly.
It is going to look like a bell.
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
And you're not going to be rude about my decorations. You're not going to be rude. No.
It's not
No. Tony, no.
It's not gonna look like a bell.
It is going to look like a bell.
And? No, it's not. Honestly, it's gonna look like a pair of boobies once you've done it.
No, it's not.
I bet you it does.
Bet you it doesn't.
Okay.
I'm doing my best, right? My medium is fabric and threads. This is completely out of my comfort zone. It's fun though. Right.
What, making movies?
I'm not making boobies.
We'll see when it's happened.
I'm making a bell.
Okay, we'll see when it's happened.
If I take my hand off now because of you, there's going to be wars. Actually, I'm just going to do that, I think, and just have a little shape there rather than anything because, you know, I do live with him. It would be safer if I didn't. I'm going to do a little couple of cutouts there and there. So we've got nice little... Oi, shamoy. Right.
Okay, your camera's frozen.
My camera's frozen.
You've got nothing now.
What?
Did
No! I haven't touched anything. I haven't touched anything. Oh God, not again. No! Right. Cameras. It's a tabletop cam this time. Oopsies. Deactivate. Activate. 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 Oh God, what's happened? Detail cam. It might have just come up as detail cam, so it's alright. Hang on a second. Deactivate. Activate. Can you see me now? Can you see me now? Yes. Is it working? Cool. Alrighty. Sorry about that. Right. Let me go around this way. Right, almost there. Oop! One more. Oh, flung it everywhere. Okay, cool. Right, okay. I'm just going to do... That one's the long one, isn't it? Yep. So we've got a little snip there. But a long snip there. Right, okay. Like I said, we're kind of keeping this one a little bit simpler. I was going to do a bell shape, but you know, I do live with Tanny. So, I'm not going to do the bell shape now because he's ready to make rude comments. Right, so that. Hey, get off, get off. Right. And we're going to do a little long bit along there. And a little long bit along here. Right. Ah, come on! Get off! Get off, get off, get off. Oh! Right, okay. Now this is where we're going to get our thread, which I had earlier. Where's it gone? Oh yeah, I put it away, so I won't find it. Right, there we go. We've got to get our thread. Now you can use string if you wanted to. I have some somewhere, but I think this will do for now. So I'm just going to use what I've got on hand. Must look back into the shadows. House is a mess. Love still. A faithful butt in the seat for you, Blue. Oh, bless your heart. It's all good, darling. I very much appreciate it, darling. I really, really do. Thank you so much. Okay. I'm getting myself in a tangle. Not used to getting myself in a tangle over paper. Right. Okay, that's that one. And then we've got to do... Don't forget to post some pics in the Discord to add to your holiday craft series. I will. I absolutely will. I will. I haven't taken any pictures of anything at the moment yet. Because by the time I finish streaming, I'm usually too exhausted to do a thing. So, but I will. I've got to. And I'll finish off the glitter one, actually, to finish off stream today. So, yeah. we're going to put another layer of glitter on it on the back. So yeah, okay, alrighty. Oh, balls. That didn't work so well. Flip. Let's just twist it a minute and I'm going to try and get a knot into it. Because this is where it's easier to use things like string or cotton or something. So we just, you know, like threads, longer, thicker threads to do this kind of thing. But that's okay. We're on it. We can keep going. Try and get a knot in here that's going to be right down the bottom. We've got enough thread for that. Right. Okay. Just going to get that here. Come here, you. There we go. As close as it's going to get. So what we need to do now is we're going to pull this open. Alright, so we've got a little circular fan one. Right, so we're going to, come on you, and you. So if we stick that together, I'm just going to get myself a little staple-y thing here to do this, because it's going to be a lot less fiddly than a sticky tape. Right, there's that. I'm going to pull these round as well. Oops. Oopie boop oops. There we go. Right. I'm going to stick that there. Right in the middle. Boink. Right. What we need to do now too is we need to pull this out a bit, so it needs to kind of be nicely bent. Ooh, bent in the middle. Or at least that's the theory, so that we can get it to pull its way round. So it's going to take a little bit of encouraging, I think, to get that to come round. And that to that. Let's get that straight. Get that going where its supposed order was. And so I'm just praying that it's going to work. Oh God, I might have to use some sticky on that actually, because I don't think the stapler is going to get in there, but that's okay. Use what works, right? Alright. Okay. There we go. And then over to here, I'm going to do the same on this side and stick it so that it pulls round. Here we go. And then we have to manipulate these a little bit to pull them out and encourage them to open up. Encourage them all to open up a bit because they've been very flat bent. Ha ha. It doesn't look like a bell, and it doesn't look like a bell either, but that's because I purposely made sure that it wasn't a bell in the end, because I knew what you would say. You don't know what I'm on about. Okay. Okay, almost there. There we go. And we've got our little unfolded little circular one, which is kind of cute. It needs a little bit more tweaking, I'd say, just to pull it out a little bit more. But that's kind of cute too. And then if I hang it, it's going to kind of hang the way it's meant to, which is like, that's really cool. I like that. I like that a lot. That's cute. But yeah, like I said, the bottom needs a bit of tweaking. Needs to be pulled out a bit more closer to itself. Actually, what I might do is that needs a bit of sticky on there. That's what that needs. And that might help the situation quite dramatically. There we go. There it is. There we are. There we go. All done. I really like that one. I do like that one. All hearts and holly. It's kind of cute. What do you reckon? Yeah? Really? Yeah? Hey, that's kind of cute too. So that was a nice little quick one. Just to finish off the folding paper snowflakes that we've done. I am going to finish off the glitter one for you because we kind of decided last night it needed the other side to be glitterified, which very much surprised me when Tanny said so, because I thought he was very much not happy about the glitter. As it turns out, he wants more of it. So we're going to put some more on there and do the other side. So when it spins, you get blue glitter on both sides, which is kind of awesome. Right, so there we go. That's looking a bit... Oh, be nice if it's stuck. Come on. Right. So there we go. All done. A little holly and hearts one. We're going to have snowflakes at the wazoo this year. We so are. Right, okay, guys. You can give me 5-10 minutes because I haven't had a break today at all. I really do need a break. And I need a drink. And I need to grab something to eat very quickly. And probably a sneaky fag while I'm at it. and I will be back with finishing off the glitter snowflake. So yeah, I will be back in just a little bit. Oh, whoops. Hit the wrong one. I'm back. Thanks for sticking around. We've had some fun and games. But yeah. So if you guys were watching yesterday, or if you watched, you know, you would have seen me make this one, which was a hell of a build, can I just say. It's looking really gorgeous at this point, but we've decided we're going to glitter the other side of it. So if you haven't seen how to make this one, the video will be up on YouTube. And if you are watching this on YouTube, then the video will already be up, and it will be the day 2 video of these makes. So I'm just grabbing another one of these little plasticky thingies to put my glue in, because I'm going to use a fair bit of glue for this. Come on. How'd you come? Are you going to come out? Come out? Are ya? Are ya? Oh, yeah, there it is. Right, okay. Yeah. So after stream, after I finish this, we're going to have to completely dismantle my desk and my make area, completely dismantle it to get into the boiler in there, because it's decided to pack it in, which means our heating and hot water has gone, which is fun. To say the least. Putting the glitter on this one is has actually created more stability in the actual snowflake itself. With the other side, it's actually gone quite hard, so that it's quite stable and keep worthy, which is good, because this one's actually quite a nice one to keep, I think. And again, it was only Xerox paper, and if you want to see how to make it, you'll have to watch the other video from yesterday. It is up on Twitch, in the Yule collections under Glitter Snowflake, and it'll be on YouTube as well as the day 2 Snowflakes, Glitter Snowflake. So yeah, so have a look at it. You can find it on Pinterest as well, obviously, because everything I'm making I found on Pinterest. So yeah, there's instructions on there of how to make it. But we just want to make sure that this has plenty of glue on it, so plenty of the glitter will stick, because that's what we need. Lots and lots of glitter, so that means lots and lots of glue. Right. Let's keep going with this. Again, with this one, you can use whatever colour paper you want to use. You could even use books, the old pages from old books. If you have access to a charity shop, a second-hand shop that has books donated to it, you'll usually find that they have a pile of books that they can't sell, and they would be the ones to use for this kind of project. You don't want to use a book that's that you're going to cry over, or somebody else is going to cry over. Yeah. We's getting there. Like I said, it is a lot of glue, but you really kind of need a lot of glue for this one, because you want to make sure that you've got enough glitter to cover all the edges. So we're going to do that in a sec. Right, so we've got our glue on. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to shake this over the top. As you can see, it is sticking quite happily to our PVA. It's just PVA glue. It does show up very quickly if you've missed bits, which I obviously have because that's got no glitter on it. So we're going to get some more on that bit in there, and obviously on these bits. I might go back afterwards and have a look and see what hasn't been done. I just want to get this first layer done first so that we can see then where we need to touch up on glue. And then we can just sprinkle more glitter over those spots once we put some more glue on. Right, so a few little spots that we've missed, which is fine. It's not a big deal, but you know, it's a lot easier once you've seen once the first layer of glitter's on to be able to see just where we need to put some more glue. That one, and partly it will be starting to dry as well, so in the places that we haven't put a shocking lot, it'll already be starting to dry off a bit. So we want to get that all fixed up. Yeah, it's sticking a lot better, isn't it? Getting a lot more on there now, which is kind of cool. Ah, there's an endy bit there. Another endy bit. It's cool. I think this one needs a little bit more. Seems to be not quite right on that one. That's better. That's looking better. Alright. Ooh. A little bit down the sides. No. So it's on these bits. On the edgy bits. I want to make sure that there's plenty. At the end of the day, we don't want it looking naff, do we? Okay. Now I'm a bit quiet, guys. I'm just concentrating on this, making sure I get it right this time. So I don't want to have to go back and redo it. Okay. So there we go. Right. We've got glue and glitter everywhere again, which is awesome! I'm just going to lift this up so that we can shake some of the excess off. But there we go. So now it's double-sided. You've got your, when it spins, you'll get a flash of white and then back to the blue again, which is kind of awesome, actually. I really like it. I really do like it a lot. And when it dries, it'll become hard like the other side, which is also very cool. See, there is a bit there that I'm really not happy with. That's showing too much white on the top. That's okay. We'll just smoosh that in. Get a bit more glue on that bit. And I'm just going to pick this up and glitter it all over it. There we go. There we go. So, oof. That's our little glitter star. Glitter snowflake, all completed now. All looking pretty awesome and pretty. There we go. All done. Now I'll get some pictures of these up on Instagram. Probably tomorrow, because I want all the glue and everything to dry first, and I will add them to Discord tomorrow as well, because again, I want to make sure that all the glue's dried and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. But so there you go. I mean, like, this one did take us 3 hours and has just taken another 15 minutes. So yeah, about 3 hours to make this one. But in the end, it's actually really worth it. It really is worth the time and effort to do this one.
Yeah, but that's your first attempt.
It is my first attempt.
So what's it, 3 hours next time?
So it may not take 3 hours next time.
Oh.
So, you know.
See, the thing is about it as well, you could get away with, instead of putting, if you were going to glitter it,
yeah,
right, you could get away with not putting the string around the edges.
No, because it needs to hold it so that when it's drying.
Yeah, but the thing is about it, if, right, you could staple it.
I could.
Right? Be a lot quicker.
Yeah.
And then you can glitter it anyway, and that's just going to make it more stable than anything else.
Well, there is that. Yeah. Okay, so there's all sorts of different ideas of stuff that we could do there.
See, the next one you could do one like that one. Instead of glittering around the outside, you could do the outside. Just glitter the outside.
Just the outside.
It'd be different.
I could. I could even have these bits here move up a bit so that this is actually a more thin stem.
Well,
so you could do all sorts of different ways of doing it. It's just entirely up to you and what you want to do.
You could just glue that one.
Yeah.
Put a different glitter in that one.
Yeah.
Let it dry. And then glitter the others.
Yeah, good. There's all sorts of things. So it's entirely up to you and your imagination what you can come up with to do these. And frankly, they are so worth doing. They really, really are. And if you've got nothing to do in the evening but, you know, watch TV, start cutting your strips out. Because that's the bit that takes the longest is really cutting the strips out and folding them. And that's it, really. The rest is fairly easy. Putting it together, it doesn't take a shocking lot of time. But yeah, as long as you're organised, there's no reason why you can't get it done fairly quickly. You know? And if you're going to make a couple of them, get everything cut out straight away, you know, all together at the same time. So, you know, but I'm really loving this. I'm loving the way that it's turned out. I really, really am. I found another spot that I missed. There's the bit about using the coloured glitter. You can see the bits you missed. Right, okay, there we go. Which is fine. It's a good thing. So, yeah, I'm really, really chuffed with that. I have to admit, I really, really am. Okay, now I'm going to have to go, guys. Unfortunately, I can't raid today because we're going to, like I said, we have to shut down all of this. My entire work area, my entire crafting area, everything, my stream area, the computer, everything has to be shut down so that we can get to the boiler because the boiler decided to pack it in. So as much as I would love to raid somebody, I really, really can't afford the time right now because it is starting to get colder. And we need to get this sorted out ASAP. Okay, so I would like to thank everybody for your company. You've been amazing. And thank you so much for the bits and the follows and everything. You guys are amazing. And I really do appreciate you. I really, 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 really do. You've got no idea. So tomorrow we're going to be doing our last day of Snowflakes. I have a few ideas up my sleeve. So we'll just see how we go. Okay? We will see how we go. And just make it up as we go along, I think. Part of it. But I will do some work on that later on. Okay? So thank you so much, guys, for everything and for being here and all of that kind of stuff, because you guys are awesome. Like I said, I wish I could raid tonight, but we have to unpack all of this. And if I just showed you very quickly, all of my shelves, all of them have to come down. My entire area has to come down so we can get into the boiler room, which is right behind us. Right behind my screen that I'm looking at right now. So, yeah. Okay, so I will be here tomorrow at 2 o'clock, and I will see you guys then. Thank you so much for hanging out. It's been a pleasure, and I just really enjoyed today. Okay, so I will see you later. Okay, bye.